Welcome, my fellow gamers, nerds, geeks, wrestling marks, and everything in between. This is the inaugural episode of Gaming Ringside with Bigfoot. And right off the bat, most of you are going to be wondering, wow, Gaming Ringside with Bigfoot. Why such a name, Gaming Ringside with Bigfoot? Well, pretty much those are my three main interests, probably in that order. This channel's main focus will be gaming. I will be posting gaming reviews, gaming news. I'll be posting some gameplay from my favorite games, mainly World of Warcraft, because I love World of Warcraft. I have plans on maybe streaming on Twitch in the future. I'll be posting some playthroughs. Stay tuned for that. I have two major ones planned for the coming year, with a little bit of wrestling talk in between. You know, the ringside portion of the channel, as I like to call it, or will call it. There's going to be some wrestling reviews. We're going to talk about some major events and pay-per-view and all that stuff. And then the Bigfoot portion, well, that's because I am a little bit of a cryptozoology nerd. Yeah, that's right, I said it. And I realize that's probably going to be unpopular with a lot of people. It's like, oh my god, one of those guys. Well, guess what? Deal with it. It's always been an interest of mine since I was a child. It's going to be few and far between. You know, it's like maybe once or twice a year I'll post a video on there of a couple buddies of mine, you know, getting lost in the woods looking for things that don't exist. Or don't exist in the minds of most people. This is going to be an unorthodox inaugural video as my first video because I'm going to go ahead and thank the people that inspired me to do this on a first video rather than a video down the road as most people would do. Because the fact of the matter is that, I mean, I always had an interest in entertaining and making people laugh and, you know, making people feel good about themselves. But if it wasn't for four key people in the world of YouTube, I wouldn't be sitting in this chair in front of this camera about to post a video that is possibly going to be viewed by maybe millions of people one day. Hopefully. One can only dream, right? I'd like to thank Danielle, a.k.a. Panzer. I subscribed to her channel, Trade Chat, about 6-7 months ago, and I was hooked. And I was very entertained by her material, very inspired by her, and through that, I also ran into Cheeb, her channel I Am Cheeb, a.k.a. Sarah. Such a nice individual. Loved her playthroughs and her material also. And through all that, I came across what more than likely is my biggest inspiration. Someone I love very dearly, actually. Boogie2988. Boogie, I love you, brother. You are my biggest inspiration for sitting in this chair right now and doing what I'm doing. What you've been able to do in the world of YouTube and how far you've come, so inspiring, and I have to say thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, and before I forget, there's one other guy. I did mention four, right? Yeah, there's this Preach Gaming. Yeah, I think that's the name of the channel, Preach Gaming. Yeah, the Preacher. All you Preacher marks that go on Preach Gaming and view all his how-to videos and all his class guides and all that stuff and all his rating guide. Remember one thing, okay? Mr. Preach learned from me, okay? I taught him everything he knows. Okay? If you want the proof, there it is. There it is, right there. Yep, no, that is not photoshopped. I know what all you're thinking. It's fake. There's no way that's real, but that was taken in front of the McDonald's on International Drive in Orlando, Florida. And as you can see, the Preacher and Ghost both bow to me because I am the master. Okay? They learned from me. They learned wow from me. Without me, there would be no Preach. Actually, I'm just having fun. Not true at all. I'm just messing with you, buddy, Preach. I love you. I'll never forget that day. It was the coolest thing. One of the coolest things I ever did was to meet you that day. And I remember telling you that I wanted to start my own YouTube channel, and you sat down with me and you gave me so many pointers and so much advice. And I'll never forget the experience. I appreciate it. And that being said, stay tuned, because I promise you that if you give me a chance, I'll take you on some adventures. You will laugh. I guarantee you, you will laugh. And you will enjoy yourself if you follow Gaming Ringside with Bigfoot. Well, my fellow marks, so long, geeks and nerds. Remember, always mark out with your controllers out. And I'll see y'all later.